Hey guys, so glad you're here. I'm so excited to be sharing this information with you. And today we're going to be looking at the foundation. And what is the foundation? Well, the foundation, the key nutrient for the foundation of your body is iodine. And I know a lot of people it's such a misunderstood nutrient. So much misinformation out there. And a lot of doctors and researchers like Dr. Bronstein, Dr. Fletcher, they're now realizing and saying openly that there really is no toxic level to iodine. What has been mistaken as an iodine toxicity was in fact a bromine detox from the body. In the days of old, iodine was always considered the universal medicine. And the reason that it was given that status was it was nature's antibiotic. Iodine addresses issues with parasites, bacterial, fungal, viral, you have it. It is one of the keys as a natural antibiotic that actually feeds every cell in your body and helps to restore the immune function. So what we need to understand is that iodine is a halogen. Every cell in your body has a receptor site for a halogen. And there are several toxic halogens: chlorine, fluorine, bromine. These are all toxic halogens. Iodine's your nutritional halogen. And so unless you've got iodine coming into your body, your receptor sites on every cell is going to hold on to the toxic halogens. The body must have a halogen to work with. It's innately intelligent, so it's going to utilize what it has. So by giving the body iodine, each receptor site in your body is going to start to reject the toxic halogens because iodine is a heavier element, and iodine is going to give each one of your cells, the nutrient it needs so that it can actually begin the detox process in eliminating chlorine, fluorine, and bromine. So these toxic halogens, chlorine, fluorine, and bromine, they inhibit the cell's ability to absorb nutrients and expel waste, to produce energy like it should. And so when each one of your cells becomes overburdened by these toxic halogens, that's going to have a huge impact on your overall energy and brain function. One of the things that a lot of people are now aware to avoid their exposure to chlorine and fluoride, that they get water filters and so on. Bromine, on the other hand, is very difficult to avoid. It is now in everything. It's a fire retardant, so it's used in fuel. It's used in all fabrics. It's used in all plastics. So the home is an environment now that is inundated with bromine. It's also used in processed foods as an anti-caking agent. And interestingly, originally they used to use iodine in the grain production, and now that's been replaced with bromine. They did that sometime in the 1940s. Bromine being a direct antigen to iodine, so right away it's now blocking cell receptor sites, it's impeding cellular function, and it's wearing you down. One of the first things that most people notice when they start supplementing with nutritional iodine is an increase in energy. And once your levels get optimally restored, that's when it's like the big light comes on and the brain fog clears and you can begin to think clearly again. It has a massive impact on cognition and overall brain function. So studies have actually confirmed that our IQ will actually drop when we become iodine deficient. So it is one of the most essential nutrients for overall brain function. Keeping your brain healthy, you must have iodine. Now, it's important to recognize that not all iodine is equal. There's some forms of iodine, most forms of iodine are molecular, and they're attached to a potassium iodide. So this form of iodine is actually very slow moving, and your body has to actually break the covalent bond, rearrange the molecules in order that it can make it bioavailable and your body can actually use it. So what we've discovered is that the nascent form of iodine is really the optimal. It's an atomic iodine. The iodine is pure iodine. There's no potassium iodide. So it's also considered the most nutritious, the most bioavailable. It's in the exact form that the body needs for uptake. So as soon as you take that, it's just immediately goes into your cells and begins working. So the Miracle Products nascent iodine is really a special form of iodine in that one of the issues with other forms of iodine, including other nascent iodine, is that often they're derived from sea products. due to the amount of radiation that we are now experiencing in our oceans and also levels of arsenic and bromine, the optimal iodine is actually coming from rock crystal. And we are really proud of the Miracle Products nascent iodine because it is the purest available. It is derived from rock crystal. It's in the atomic state, in the nascent state. So it's just right away goes in and goes to work in your body. One of the first things that I noticed when I started taking the nascent iodine was right away an increase in energy. That happened within the first week. And then I began to notice that I started losing some excess fat. And it's interesting because a lot of people report that back. Once they start getting into taking iodine regularly, because it has such a profound effect on hormonal levels, cellular function, energy function, most people find that they begin to lose and shed some excess weight. So that's a bonus. So when we're dealing with chronic pain, what we need to recognize is that the systems in the body are out of balance and we need to regain homeostasis. We need to regain the balance in the body in order that it can recover and move forward from that locked position of chronic pain. So iodine, although it's not going to directly have an effect on pain itself per se, what it does is it gives your body what it needs so that it can regain the balance so that we can recover from there. Some of the symptoms of iodine deficiency include, one of the main ones really is cold hands, cold feet. And that is very quickly addressed once the thyroid begins working properly again. Thyroid being the thermostat for the body. So iodine is what feeds the thyroid, helps your body to regulate temperature. So if you are experiencing often cold hands, cold feet, or if you're like me with chronically low thyroid function, I couldn't even walk down the freezer aisle in the grocery store. It was just intensely painful for me. So getting that back now, where my body can actually regulate temperatures, my feet's not like an ice block on my partner's back in the night, it made a huge difference to overall well-being and immune function, and also, of course, with stabilizing weight. With the whole array of nutritionals that are out there on the market, maybe you were surprised to learn that iodine is your key foundation nutrient. So now that we've looked at and explored why iodine is so essential as a foundation for your body, for your house, next we need to look at, so how are we going to build the walls of our house? And the building blocks for the walls of your house are your minerals. The minerals are key. They are the essentials. And of the minerals, we're going to particularly look at magnesium, because magnesium is in essence required to even to allow other minerals to even work properly in the body. So with magnesium, it's the essential for building the walls of your house. And we're going to explore now exactly why that is and what magnesium is going to do for you. So when we're talking about magnesium, just like as we talked about iodine, they're not all equal. And there's certain forms of magnesium that are much more bioavailable that are going, and there's ways of using these certain forms of magnesium that are going to immediately get into the bloodstream, immediately do the job that we want them to do. Thanks for joining us today. I'm really glad that I was able to share this information with you. I'm really looking forward to sharing the next few steps. Make sure that you click the download button to get your iodine information leaflet. And I'll see you tomorrow, where we're going to explore in depth all about magnesium.